I've come up to Canada and fished for about 5 years now, and if there's one thing I learned, it's that you've got to have the right wet weather gear, and we're going to talk about that right now. So we just finished 3 days fishing up here at T2 Lodge in Canada, and in about 5 trips that I've been up here, one of the things that I've learned over time is the quality of the wet weather gear, the rain gear, matters. And so I've got Steven here. Steve's our professional guide from T2, and I've got Jay over there, and Jay's a sponsored bass fisherman back in Illinois. These guys have worn wet weather gear, rain gear for decades. And me, I've just sort of learned. When I first came up here, I bought a wet weather suit, and I think it was a top and bottom that came in a little stuffable pouch, and it was probably from Walmart and didn't say Gore-Tex anywhere on it. And I've been up here a couple times and exposed to rain for quite some time during the day, and of course after a while it starts seeping through or it gets in your boots and whatnot. And so today was a great day. It was a sunny day, wouldn't you guys say?
Yep.
And if you notice, we all still have our overalls, our wet weather overalls on. So there's other reasons to wear it when it's not just raining. One of the things that I've learned is that I need a little bit longer cuffs on mine, because when I sit down like this in a chair or whatnot, the cuffs ride up and my boot's exposed, so naturally the water would go inside my boot. So these are going to go back to Bass Pro when I get back, and I'm going to exchange them for the extra longs. Can you guys come up with any suggestions, or tell me why do you wear the overalls versus just the pants and the shirt and whatnot? Jay, anything to add?
Well, the overalls, they stay up onto you better, but even if it's not raining, you get in the boat in the mornings and the boat's wet, the carpet, seats may be wet, damp from dew or rain. It keeps you warm. It's an extra layer of clothing. I'd say never try to scrimp on a rain suit, because the cheap ones end up being a nightmare.
They do, and they don't last very long.
They don't last very long.
And Steve, Gore-Tex or some type of water repellent.
Light Gore-Tex is the best to have up here.
Because?
Oh, you don't want it too heavy in the middle of the summer. It's hot and sweaty.
So do you wear your rain gear in the middle of the summer as well?
I wear my rain gear in the middle of the summer as well, yeah.
Now you always have to face the weather because you're driving the boat. So I've been up here and it's hailed before and it's snowed before, and we can turn around in the seats up front and kind of put our backs to the weather, whereas you've got to sit there and drive it too.
That's why we need a good rain gear up here.
And then you're handling all the fish, right? So it kind of gets a little, you're getting more water on you than I'm getting on me.
That's right.
For example. So wind protection is another one. When you sit down in the seats in the morning, it's usually a lot of condensation or maybe rain from the night before. That's good protection there. It adds for a layer of warmth, when you say.
Yep.
And these, the overalls, when you're wearing the coat and just the pants, if the coat rides up, the water's going to go down your backside. You don't have the problem with these, right?
That's right.
And these, and would you say probably a good set of waterproof boots are essential?
Yes.
Good. Anything else to add?
I would just add that make sure it has good cuffs and try it on before you buy it. I usually buy my jacket a little bit bigger than what I really need, because I'm going to be possibly layering sweatshirts and stuff underneath it, and want to make sure I'm comfortable. And the main thing I like to look at too is the hood of the jacket, which kind of gets overlooked, because if you're driving a boat, which I am most of the time and Steven does, you've got to get that hood, make sure it's able to be secured down so you can run a boat looking into the wind and keep yourself dry, because if not, you're going to get rain down your front and be wet.
Do you have to leave any extra room in the top for the casting? Like me, I naturally buy a little bit larger one because of that athletic chiseled shoulders that I've got, right? but other guys might want to put more room because they're swinging their arms the whole time too.
Well, especially like in the spring, you might have a sweatshirt or a vest on underneath it, and like in the summertime you don't, but you want to make sure you've got freedom of movement no matter what you have underneath it.
Yeah. So here you heard it from 2 professional fishermen, and we're up here in Canada finishing 3 days at T2 Lodge. It's been a great time, and if you like this video or find any value in it, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll check you out later. So we just finished, and we're going to talk kind of loud, okay? So just so it picks it up.
How loud?
Yeah, how about that loud?